So my apologies. Um, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about the squad and hopefully I can give a clear enough picture. We are a youth club that runs one night a week on a Thursday evening down in South Wimbledon. We have actually just relocated to the new YMCA building, which is very luxurious. But we are based down in South Wimbledon. We run on a Thursday evening from 7 until 9 p.m. And we split our club into two groups. So we have our juniors group, which is for young people aged 15 to 25, the young adults. And then we have another group called our vets group, which are for 25 plus. They both do two very different things. So our juniors club does a lot of focus around development of free choice and life skills and giving them voluntary participation. So each activity night, we will have at least two, if not three activities for young people to choose from because we feel it's really important that they have a choice. So typically one activity is around healthy. So it could be sport, it could be cooking, it could be smoothie making, it could be anything. It could be we have someone in come and doing a talk. Then we have a discussion based. So this could be them planning our program, could be discussing what we want to do in the future, what we did in the past. It could be planning a trip, could be discussing how the AGM, we're going to present what we've been doing at the AGM. This can be anything based off they want to do, or it could be a game. And then we do creative, and this can be an arts and crafts session. It could be development of video making, radio design, which we've done throughout the last couple of years. So that's kind of juniors. We have around 25 young people who attend. We are supported by an amazing cohort of volunteers, which is actually how I've started. I started with the squad about 11 years ago. I'm now 31. But when I was first there, I was 18. And I started as a volunteer. Now I've worked my way up because I just love the squad and enjoy my time there. And it's the same for most of our volunteers. Most of our volunteers have been with us for over 5 years because we just enjoy it. So that's kind of Juniors Club. Then we have our Vets Club. That's run by my colleague Ivana, and they go off-site a lot more. So their kind of whole group ethos is kind of getting their young adults out into the community. So whether it's going to the theatre, going to visit a mosque, going to the cinema, going to bingo night, going to the fire station, they have a whole schedule that is all around getting the young people and adults out into the community. It's a much smaller group. There's only about 6 in that group, but they've got a good amount of volunteers. They can take on new members, and the things that they get up to are fantastic. As a whole organisation, we both do weekend trips. Juniors is normally once a term, so once every 12 to however many weeks. And we also try to do what we call a holiday. It's in a residential site. Normally we use London Youth sites because we are a London Youth member, because London Youth is for under 25s, which is great. We go and do archery, zip lining, lower ropes, which is like Go Ape kind of. And we usually go away for 2 nights, 3 days. And then vets haven't been on a holiday, but they tend to do weekend trips out for the day and providing respite. So they would go into central London and do an art tour or go to one of the museums. So kind of the two groups move around, do lots of different activities. I think that's mostly what it is. I don't know what else I could say. We have good members. Most of them know each other because if I'm honest, a lot of them have fed in from Cricket Green School for our under 25s group. And then because we transition straight up to our vets, they kind of all move in together. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment box and I'll happily answer them. Unless we have another way of doing it, then I'm happy to do it. But yeah, squad.
What is the cost of it? Costs.
Squad is £3 and
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming along to listen to us today. My name's Mike, and I am the Chief Operating Officer at Generate Opportunities Limited. We're a charity supporting people with learning disability and autism. And we've been hanging around the Wandsworth Borough for 50 years. We're in our 50th year, which we're celebrating at the moment. We have a number of of departments that support people. We have 6 departments. Some of them may not be necessarily beneficial to hear about in terms of needing support in Merton, because we are not just Wandsworth or Merton based. But I'll give you a brief rundown on the services that we currently deliver. Our main focus is on one-to-one support, so providing support workers to help people to access the community, access health services, access employment, etc., etc. And we support currently roughly about 100 people. Some of those have referred to us from Merton, a small handful at the moment, from Merton Adult Social Care, but largely our client base come from Wandsworth, although some of the other boroughs do send us some referrals occasionally. So I guess what's slightly unique about Generate in terms of its service delivery is we try to be as open and person-centered as possible, and happy to deliver support pretty much 24/7. So if we receive a support plan, we will do our best to meet the needs of that individual, recognizing that life doesn't start at 9 o'clock in the morning and finish at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're a service that's open around the clock to support people. Like as I say, most of the work we do is outreach support, so helping people to get out and about in the community, but we also run a number of largely health focused activities, and I'd be happy to share a program of those activities because they do change regularly. But we do everything from art therapy. We have a music group that rehearse and do gigs and shows and things like that, and they do that based out in a recording studio in Wandsworth. We have cookery classes, life skill classes, and we have a strong focus on some softer health and well-being activities. So we provide yoga, we provide dance and music and meditation, and quite a few opportunities to engage out and about in the community as a group as well. We also have what's called a social opportunities program, and that does what it says on the tin. We facilitate a number of outings for people. It's probably a little bit similar to what Keely's group does. It's free at the point of delivery, but we do ask for a contribution to the activity. So if people are going to the cinema, it would be a cost of the cinema ticket, but we facilitate the support to make sure people are kept safe on those outings, and they do change monthly. So again, I'd be happy to share with you the monthly social ops program so that you get an idea of what's going on. But it's obviously user led, so everybody decides what they want to do, and at the moment we support about 30 to 35 people through that program. We also provide youth services for the local authority, Wandsworth here. So we provide weeknight youth clubs, and we provide school term activities during the school holidays. We offer respite holidays for people. We have a number of different excursions throughout the year, and you can be referred into that through the 0 to 25 team at Wandsworth Council. We've run the youth projects here at Generate for about 10 to 15 years for running youth services for and on behalf of Wandsworth Council. We have a project called Access to Work. I don't know how many people are aware of Access to Work. It is a DWP funded scheme to help people get into employment and retain employment. And we are one of the agencies providing support workers, employment support workers, mentors and job coaches into people's place of work so that they're not disadvantaged by any disability that they might have. And that is a pan disability project, so it's not limited to people with learning disabilities or autism. It can be any physical or sensory impairment as well. We support 28 clients at the moment that are receiving support from us in their place of work. We also run internships for a number of organisations over in Northeast London. It's a long story why we ended up in Northeast London, but we did. We provide internship support, so we put job coaches onto sites run by the organisations, which I'll run through you in a second. We provide job coaches to 16 to 24-year-olds on the internship programme. And we do that at Newham College in East London, at Whipps Cross Hospital, St Bartholomew's Hospital, Homerton Hospital, and Barking and Dagenham College. So, we've got 5 different sites that we're supporting on. We have a big health project here at Generate, and some of you may or may not have heard of Easy Health. Easy Health is a website that provides accessible health information, training opportunities, that's largely used by health professionals to facilitate appointments with people. And we've been supplying that website and keeping it updated with information since about 2007. That falls under our sort of health project, because we also work a lot in Wandsworth, work alongside the ICBs to help then reach some of their outcomes. So, for example, getting people along to the annual health checks, supplying information, putting accessible information into surgeries, and delivering awareness training to health professionals. And last but certainly not least is we have an inclusion and engagement department, and their focus is to onboard as many people as we can as volunteers or paid employees into the Generate staff team. And we currently have 5 people with lived experience of disability working at various levels in the organisation, including a senior manager. So we're very proud of the work that we do to help people transition into employment. And that's about it for me. I think there's six areas of delivery, but you probably would be more interested in the outreach support and group support activities that we do. Thank you for listening.
I'm just going to try how to share my slides. It went okay in practice. Okay, so I'm Robbie from Keen to Go, and this is who we are. Is it all okay? Can you see?
Yeah, good.
Fantastic. So who we are. We're a respite service. We provide services in Sutton and Richmond. So our Richmond is only under 18s at the moment, and we've been running in Sutton for 5 years. We are 11 and above. I think our oldest is currently 38. So we kind of a very wide range of ages. We have specific sessions for teens and also for adults. So we kind of like to separate on kind of age appropriate stuff. We've got a bumper term time schedule. We have 11 term time sessions a week, kind of offering all different activities, all different needs. And it all depends on the people that we support, which group they kind of go into. Our school holiday programs are crazy. We have 2 sessions a day. So the first one's 9 till 3 and the second one is 4 till 10. And we kind of explore the country. But we will go into that in a little bit more detail in a second. We also offer weekends away. I think currently we've done 5 weekends over the last year. It's a really popular program we offer, and a lot of people are really enjoying it and kind of getting lots of independent skills out of it. We've been down to Brighton, Hampshire, some a little bit closer. We've got a big house in the countryside that we like to visit, which is just really lovely. And all of our sessions are really member led. The services are funded by the local authority, so people normally get a package of support that we can offer. I mean, the typical package would be one after school session a week or one day session a week, and then a holiday session as well. But obviously this can change a lot, and some people come 4 times a week, some people come once a month. So it kind of what works best for you guys. We are outcome focused. We know our council and our parents, we like to hit some outcomes and make sure we are progressing our young people that we support. We like to work out individual targets and really kind of support where we need to. We offer care ratios of 2-to-1, 1-to-1, 1-to-2, and 1-to-4. So you can, as you can tell, a real big range of disabilities, and we try and support everybody. Who we really are. We're person-centered. We're member-led. I'll give you an example of member-led. So essentially, the service has been created by the young people. 5 years ago, I started doing some private work outside of my current job. Monday night was a gym club. We used to take 4 members to the gym, and they essentially told me they wanted more friends and more activities. That Monday club now supports around about 25 people. And it's growing and growing and growing. We started with around 20 people, and we're now nearly 200. So every group has been set up and grown from the aspirations of our young people. We look to offer something for everybody. We're guided by our values. So let me tell you about our values. So our mission is to empower people with autism and or learning disabilities to exercise choice and control over their lives. Our vision is to lead on a world where people with autism and or learning disabilities, goals, aspirations, and personal choices are at the forefront of the social care provision. Our goals to create an inclusive community that members are proud to call their own, to create a broad program of activities and events that offer something for everybody through age-appropriate experiences. To develop social interaction and life skills to benefit independence and general well-being, to provide respite for families and to support their needs. Our values, we believe that people with autism and or learning disabilities deserve a healthy, varied social life. We respect individuality and work in partnership with those we support. Everything we do is guided by the goals and aspirations of our members. We push boundaries and we change perceptions. We work with a high skilled and experienced team of around about 50 staff. We provide opportunities. We never force activities. We've kind of got a rule at Keen to Go. If you don't want to do something, you really don't have to. We develop important life skills. We specialise in developing friendships. I think social interaction, finding your confidence goes a long way in life and really helps our members kind of fulfil their aspirations. We're more than a respite. We like to consider ourselves a big family. We know, well, personally, I've been in the industry for 12 years, and also I've grown up with people with disabilities. Firsthand, I can see how hard it is for you guys. Obviously, I don't understand fully, but actually, I've kind of got a real opinion of the struggles people go through. And, we can make a difference for 6 hours a day or 4 hours a day. It might give you guys a chance to go food shopping or something so simple like that. I know the kind of difference it does make. The session. So daytime, I will share our prospectus with everybody at the end, and that will kind of highlight the individual sessions we do. But we're daytimes, we're 9 till 3, and we're after schools, after college is 4 till 8. So the daytimes are kind of focused on life skills. We have enterprise projects, healthy lifestyle projects, We have achievement programs. So that's kind of really focused on life skills and achieving for our young people, whereas the after schools are more like an old school social club. Obviously, the weekends away we touched on. Our holidays, we have active days. So that might be something like trampolining. Our social days might be cinema and bowling, or Nando's and karaoke. That seems quite a popular one, the karaoke. And our travel days, we like to explore. So we might head down to kind of Brighton. We might head down to Littlehampton. We might head down to horse racing. Horse racing is a very popular one. One of our lads there in a picture, his brother's training to be a jockey, so he likes to show us around, and everything to do with horse racing, he will be able to tell us what's going on. They also like to get some pictures with the jockeys. I think Frankie Dettori, if anyone knows horse racing, he's had a nice picture with our lads. And yeah, we like horse racing is a very popular one, actually, I have to say. We love getting outdoors. We're all about getting outdoors and adventuring as well. So our story. So I started the company in 2018 after 10 years working for a local charity. I've gone through this is where I was going to talk about our mission, vision, and values, but we've already done that. Like I said, many of the early sessions run today. They're just a lot bigger. We've got a lot more people, and I think it's a credit to our members and all of our staff that we keep progressing, we keep expanding. And once you kind of start, they don't seem to leave. The staff team's grown to 50. We've now supporting over 150 members. I feel like in recent months, it's got bigger and bigger. We're nearly at 200 now. We've seen an amazing community develop. So we are over in Sutton, and the surrounding areas of Sutton, Wallington and Hackbridge and Carshalton, we have most of our members come from. But we also do have other boroughs. We take members from Merton, Croydon, Kingston. So we are seem to kind of spreading out. We obviously will, if there is a need to start some sessions over in Merton, it'd be great to kind of get over into the borough. We've got 5 or 6 now who are funded from Merton who head over to Sutton in the week. So it's starting to happen slowly. Our story is the story of our members. I think smiles say 100 words, and there's nothing more than we like than smiles. That's 2018. There I am on the right. I've got a little bit bigger since then. Normally the takeaways we like. But actually, we started with 15 to 20 people. We are now at 200, and that's 5 years. We survived COVID, and we're getting out and about, and I think that's what it's all about, supporting our guys, and for them to make friendships and have some fun is what we do.
Robbie, I'm really sorry to interrupt you. I think your slides on our side, they're not moving. It's still on the first slide.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So this is what I've been looking at. Where was I? So the sessions, the daytimes, the weekends away, the active days, the social days, the travel days. These are the pictures I was looking at. Littlehampton. A day at the races. Outdoor adventure. Our story. Oh, I need to remember where I was. That's the picture I was looking at, kind of where we started with 5 people to 10 people. We're now kind of a lot bigger, but still the smiles run through, which is what we're all about. The future. So we want to continue to grow. We want to build relationships with local authorities, local parents and carers like yourselves. And we really want to push this program because I feel like it's so needed everywhere. It's such an important service to our young people and families, and actually to feel a part of a community is a bit of a game changer, really. Grow with our members. So just to touch on that. So when we first started, we had 4 or 5 young people come in, didn't have any friends, 16, 17, kind of the transition into adulthood. They was really kind of struggling. They become friends. They got their confidence, and now they've all got jobs. They've just moved into supported living together, and they kind of go out by themselves, and they don't really need us anymore. They still visit, but actually their 5-year journey at Keen to Go was they got their friendship groups, they got their confidence, they've moved out, they've got jobs, and I'm just so proud of them all. And that is kind of for some people possible. We understand that everyone's on their own journey, and we try and support wherever we can. We're exploring adding services in different local authorities. I think talking with the Merton social care team, it's definitely a possibility and something we're kind of really maybe going to work together for and explore different types of services we can offer. So, like I say again, all of our sessions are very different. We like to ensure service quality remains high. We do this by a lot of staff training. I feel like staff training the staff are, for me, very important for the service. I used to run every session. Obviously, as the company's growing, I'm not allowed to do that or able to do that anymore. So the staff team on the ground are the ones that kind of have to carry out our goals and values and missions and to support the young people. So it's really important. So we have a real big training program for our staff to go through to make sure the quality remains high. This is how you get involved. Get in contact with us at admin@Keen to Go. I will send a prospectus and it has that information on there as well. I will come and do a home visit to discuss the needs and interests and the suitable sessions that we'd recommend for your young people. We like to have lots of information as much as possible. So we will send a form to complete. And then we'll offer a trial session to see if it's for you guys. And then we have a package offer sent to the local authorities stating what we want to offer support and to see if it can get funded. And hopefully the package gets approved. And then you're in. Welcome to Keen to Go. We have lots of WhatsApp groups. We're regularly communicating. Our website's a little bit out of date, but we like to use WhatsApps to communicate a lot and also some emails as well. Any questions? And again, I'm really, really sorry for babbling on and you couldn't even see my slides. But yeah, if there's any questions, guys, I look forward to hearing them.